Pretty nice blueprint, right, Mike?
Yeah, obviously, our defense is really good. Jeff did an unbelievable job preparing these guys, and then they did a great job of locking in for the last 3 days. Defense was good, and we hit some shots, and, we're not expecting this to be like this always, but we need to defend and rebound like we did.
Mike, as someone who asked many times about the slow starts against the Thunder, you just with the defense key, it looked like you scrapped for loose balls, everything.
Well, defense is key, and then we had, Pat made shots, Ryan made shots, Trevor made shots. Once everybody started making shots, then it makes it a lot easier. But defense is always the key. Rebounding, I thought Clint played unbelievable. So many guys contributed. Everybody played great.
You got some of your role players going who didn't necessarily have great series, Capella, and as far as shooting the ball, Ariza goes. Was that an emphasis coming in, or was that just a case of James just kind of taking what opportunities were there?
Well, no, he always going to take the opportunities. We don't set people up. We don't run plays for people. Maybe have timeouts sometimes, but they're getting what the offense produces, and James is the producer in the sense of he reads it, and if it's Clint or if it's Trevor, if it's Ryan, if it's Pat, and he just picks out what he thinks is the right guy. But, on a given day, different guys will be stepping up, and if we share the ball, then we have no problems.
Mike, it's just one game,
Just
and
just one game.
You know that they'll respond, but at the same time, you guys have been working toward this for the whole regular season, the system,
right.
Sharing the ball, the defense. Does this show what you guys can do when you do everything as well as you did tonight?
Yeah, there's always two sides of the coin. I thought we played as well as we could play, and they missed some open shots, and they had their opportunities early and kind of got away from them. So, you do what you can do. It's going to be a battle, and you just try to be competitive. And obviously, we're really happy with our defense and what we did, knowing that this was kind of abnormal because they're not going to miss shots like that, and they're going to bounce back. They're professional, well, they're championship type caliber players. And we know what we got to try to repeat it again.
Mike, what'd you do to neutralize LaMarcus, or did he neutralize himself?
Well, we just try to make it hard on him. We double at opportune times and just try to mix it up. And again, I don't think there's anything that we did particularly except we played hard, and played well and smart.
How much did controlling the pace contribute to what happened tonight?
The what?
How much did controlling the pace contribute to what happened
Well,
tonight?
on our side, that's how we have to play. We got to get out in transition. We have to be able, and that helps if you can get some stops and get rebounds, then it's easier. But even if they make shots, we got to have an up-tempo type game. And we need to continue to do that. And tonight I thought James controlled the pace, and then Pat, Lou, Eric, they all controlled the pace that we wanted and produces a lot of shots.
Mike, 22 from 50 from three. Is there such thing as too many threes for this team, or that's a fine number?
We haven't got there yet. So, again, we could have taken 20, and that's the way it is. We take what the people give us or what there is. Now, we won't hesitate on shooting, or we won't miss 5 in a row and go, you know what, we're going to turn one down to drive. No, guys are going to, if they're open, they shoot it. If they're not, we'll drive it. So sometimes the other defense dictates it, most of the time. And, I thought they were all good shots. And we made a bunch of them today, but I'm sure they'll make a little adjustments, and maybe they take that away. Well, then we'll drive, and if they take that away, then we'll hit three. So our offense should be on an even keel. We just take what they give us. The defense is where the key is, and rebounding.
Ryan's offense is going to be there, and he obviously hit shots, but his defense actually tonight was impressive. Can you talk a little bit about his performance on that end? Yeah,
well, I thought all 5 guys were locked in, and they did a great job of, like we said, double-teaming LaMarcus when we had to, also double-teaming Kawhi when we had to. We just did a good job of veering back. I mean, so many things that Jeff has been preaching to them all year. They just, being locked in and playing with a swagger, they had a great performance tonight.
Mike, James has been great every year, but what have you noticed as far as his ease of play, given the talent that you added in the offseason with Lou, Eric, and Ryan?
Well, Again, this works when you have really good players. It doesn't work if you don't have good players, and we all know that as coaches. And James is one of the best out there, if not the best. And he's just a great facilitator, and you put shooters around him. And Daryl did a great job of getting Eric Gordon and Ryan and Lou and different people, and it fits our system and fits what we're doing. And when it all comes together, it's obviously nice.
Trevor's clearly got the toughest assignment in the series defensively. It seemed
Sure.
like the approach was to really attack Kawhi as opposed to kind of playing back and keep in front of him. Is that part of the plan?
Well, I don't know if you have plans or not, but Trevor just competed, and he just did. He's a professional. I mean, he's been here so many times, so he knows what to do. Now, it doesn't always work. I mean, you're guarding one of the best guys in the league in Kawhi, but you do what you can do. And he had a lot of support. And Trevor was magnificent on what he did.
Did you double check just to make sure nobody left the bench during that third quarter?
Oh, hey, look, let me tell you, I heard, I don't know for sure, but Boris Diaw was suspended for one game. That's what I heard. I'm not for sure. I don't know.
Mike, it was obviously defense and the threes, but you guys were, you were attacking, you went after loose balls tonight. I mean, you seem to play with a lot of fire. I imagine as a coach, that's what you want to see, especially game one on the road against such a good team.
Without a doubt. I mean, that's the key. You have to play like a champion. I thought we did today. That's one day. We got to repeat this, 3 more times. And maybe the series against Oklahoma City helped to lock in. Whatever it is, they were locked in, like I said, and they played hard and competed, and that's what you have to do every minute.
I know it's still early, Mike, but you've had your fair share of playoff battles against, Greg.
Too many. Thank you.
What are you going to expect from him and that team in game two to prepare your
They'll
team?
make little adjustments, and they could do anything. I don't know, but he'll figure out how to play his team the best way they can play, and he'll do that, and they will, and they'll respond. And I mean, it's like I told the guys, we've won one. That's all that's happened, and now we have an opportunity. They've got to defend their home court again. We have an opportunity to really get into them, but there'll be a reaction, and we just see how tough we are, see if we can hang in there. We good, guys? Thank you.